Let's go to the scoreboard here. We got A&M Corpus Christi leading Lamar. Here. So let's give the updates. It's 39-30. A&M Corpus Christi up on Lamar. 36-31. Delaware up on Drexel. Now it's 36-33. Delaware up on Drexel. 41-30. Texas Corpus Christi now up on Lamar officially. 41-30. 6:24 in the third. 126 in the first half. Steve Boston leading Tarleton State 30-19. UCA was leading Cal Poly 24-14. And we have 2:45 to go in the first quarter. Boston University up 59 on the road at Colgate. And we'll get the SWAT championship quarter, the third quarter. Get that one up here. What? Yeah, I said what? What's that? So let's go back to the big. Or let's not go to Big West. We'll go back to South. We'll go obviously stay at the team me of time. It's a big game for the NCAAs.
It was Talia Hill coming around to tie her up, and Lamar gets possession.
You're big. You bring that ball down low and spin move. This team too good defensively. Talia Hill, the junior from Texas. This team too good defensively not to recognize where you come in and then get their hands on that basketball.
Mitchell for three. Halfway through the third quarter, Corpus retains its double-digit edge. Too much holding. Talia Hill picks up her first. Lamar swept the regular season series over Corpus, but they need to win on the conference's biggest stage to advance to the big dance.
So when they do a review at the WAC quarter, let's go to the final 40 seconds in the Big West quarter between Davis and Poly.
The only player in double figures on either side, as Cal Poly a high-low and not getting up, is Victoria Baker. She got hit on the high screen play. So look it up.
She's all right.
So let's
there
go.
You go.
Let's go. Let's
Tough.
go.
Tough player.
29.7 on the clock. Right here, boy. Oh, look at it.
Yeah, ran into Lichty.
They ran into Lichty holding her ground. So Epps will come in. Baker will take a seat. Oh, over her shoulder too, collarbone. Good pressure from the Mustangs. Harris brings it up. A lot of room on the interior and spacing for the Aggies. Give it to Turner. You know she wants the last shot. But working inside. Sable saying, yeah, I'm being held. Oh, that's good.
Nicholas getting your hands up in the air, clapping.
Lichty says, back at you. Richard, freshman out of Riverton, Utah. 11.9 on the clock. And the foul on Cal Poly is the team's fourth. Turner needs some help, gets it in to Sable.
We got time to get the last look.
Yep. Sable is going to keep it. Lofts it up, doesn't miss many, batted around. It stays with the Aggies, 0.9 on the clock.
And this is enough time. Catch and shoot. They're gonna lob it into
Yep.
Fitzgerald or Harris.
She says, get ready for it.
Hold on. Clock management issues. Ball underneath the basket and the horn sounds.
There we go. Back to the 0.9. And that's going to do it for the first.
And that is the first half. Davis up on Polly at the Big West quarters. Now that Turtleton and Stephen F is in halftime. Let's go to the Patriot Summit. Okay, so it's 19-12. Boston ahead of Kobe. And let's go. And there's another good. Let's go back to the Southland Conference tournament game at Joe Dunbar's court. On Joe Dunbar's court. In Jersey Mixers in sponsored by Louisiana to visit Louisiana as well.
Feed inside and a much-needed lay-in. Hill give Mitchell the assist. Corpus had its biggest lead, but now down to 11.
Lamar putting in more pressure. And you mentioned, when are we going to see Akeisha Davis? I think coach is going to try to keep her until the fourth quarter, right? And then you go all out to put my star player in. But right now you're saying to the rest of the team, hey, pick her up. Get us back in this game.
Whitner's specialty misfires this time. Taylor on the run. Good job of Guado getting back. Lamar has to slow it down.
Not a whole lot of movement for Lamar, right? Just one-on-one ball that you're looking at right there.
Here comes Mitchell. Lost it off her foot.
And that's what you lose with Davis out. You lose movement.
So you keep Akeisha Davis on the bench the whole third quarter?
Whew. A 10-point lead makes me awful nervous. I'd give it till the 2-minute mark, I feel like. And if my ladies can't get it within maybe 8 or 7, I got to put her back in with 2 minutes left.
Conference Player of the Year, Akeisha Davis, 18 double-doubles coming in. But in foul trouble throughout, she just has 5 points.
Maybe 2 possessions here. This one and the next one is where I determine, do I need her back in this lineup or not? But you're sure hoping your other ladies come through.
Approaching 3 minutes left in the third. Whitner. McQueen on the run. Dean turns off the glass too hard. Follow falls. A much-needed 2. The first of the day by NJ Weems.
That's her energy player right there. That's the player who created a hoop, phi hoop. That's the sisterhood, the sorority that Lamar rolls with. We're going to have to rush to get this lead back. You know what I'm saying? I was
Very good. I like that
you know? Right. I was in phi hoopa hoopa, something like that. Oh.
Almost fell for Aguado, and senior from Barcelona, Spain, will go to the charity stripe. Bill second.
16.6 boards in the semifinal. You see how low Aguado gets. A terrific use of angles and her body to draw the foul.
Second team all Southland Conference. Quiet today, now with 4 points, but averaging 11 a game. Team leader in steals.
So the player who takes and makes their big three-pointer. So this game comes down to it. It gets close and they need a three. That's likely looking at the shooter right there.
Corpus continuing to keep Lamar at arm's length. An 11-point lead, 2:20 to go in the third. Lamar just one conference loss. They've won 14 straight. No setback for the Cardinals since January 18th. To the 5 seed in this tournament in Texas A&M Commerce. They swept Corpus, swept through the 3 and 4 seeds here as well. Foul from behind, Timberland Criswell. Islanders up 11 without a field goal the last 4.5 minutes, Brooke.
Yeah, they've been holding serve. You know, and Lamar, without Davis, is really struggling to score the basketball, and that's where they're getting exposed right now. You see the guards trying to drive, penetrate, get back out there. But it's shots like that that have to fall.
Mitchell chases down the rebound. Dean in traffic finds McQuain for a long three. Criswell drives. Would have counted. 2 free throws coming.
A great defensive effort from Lamar, and you gotta appreciate McQueen trying to get out there and take the charge. But a better play by Criswell. Again, use her body, use her angles. Islanders do a great job of that as a team. But, you know, Lamar going to rely on their defense to try to get them back in this game and hold it down before Davis can come back in. Just 1 minute, 43 seconds away for their junior to get back in.
Okay, so we are back at the Southland Championship. Now let's go to Alabama A&M and Pine Bluff. A&M Okay, so they're doing an interview with the WAC Commission at halftime. Okay. So let's go to Corpus Christi and back at Corpus Christi and Lamar. And we'll go to Alabama A&M and Arkansas Pine Bluff. But it looks like A&M Corpus Christi though is leading by 14. It has a big lead here. But we'll see if Lamar can capitalize with their star player out and then take the lead with their star player in. And the player of the year in the Southland Conference.
Wow.
These are the 2 best defensive teams in the Southland, but how would be Corpus just under 50% shooting. They were under 40% in both their losses to Lamar in the regular season. Armani Taylor has her own clothing line called Rare. Just starting to distribute it. If I only had the smarts of her as a college student, start my own business. I was that young. She makes them both.
Yeah, I love it. You can see all around the country, there's so many ladies and entrepreneurs.
She cuts the Lamar deficit to 12. It was one of her products that calls the Rare clothing line. See Rare forever. Teammates have started to wear it. She'll begin to distribute it on a wider basis not long from now.
I'm feeling a collab with that and the Hoop 5 Hoop. You can get all kind of good merch going.
About a 2-second difference, shot clock and game clock. Islanders up 12 with the ball. Allen, 5 on the shot clock. Backs it out to Whitner. I don't think that got off in time. It falls, but Jamie Minch is right on it and blew her whistle as the ball was up in the air. From here, Brooke, it looked like the ball was released late. Of course, Aguada wants this to count.
Yeah, that was my first feeling too, was it was late. Now let's take a look. Clapping her hands. I mean, that ball was 0 before she even got it into shooting motion. So yeah, that shot should not count.
Crew will look at this on the monitor, and if they agree, they'll also put a little time on the clock. Lamar will have a chance to score before the end of the third.
Well, that would sure shift the emotion and momentum of this game if by chance Corpus gets that 3, which it shouldn't count. It looked to be way late. The game clock, it would have made it, but not the shot clock. She had enough time.
This is the top seed in Lamar, 14 straight wins, 24 wins overall, and that's a great look at it. Ball clearly in her hands at 0 and 2 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
No, good catch by the officials.
Acacia Davis looks to be coming in for this final play of the third. We'll see exactly how much time our crew puts on the third quarter clock. But how impressed are you by this Corpus defense, limiting the top seeds to just 32% shooting?
Yeah, it's been tough, for Lamar because Davis has not been in the game for most of this game. I feel like the flow is different. And imagine Davis right now trying to find that motivation to step into this game and find immediate impact after she's gotten 3 fouls. That's tough.
Averaging a double-double, 16 points, 11 boards, 61% field goal shooter, coming in 12th in the nation, but Brooks has been held to 2 field goal attempts today.
Double team from the get-go. I mean, I'm talking about on the pass, on the bounce. You're seeing black jerseys surrounding number 41.
So she will come in for the final 2.1. Three fouls has kept her on the bench for much of this contest. Acacia Davis has been limited to just 15 minutes of action half this game. Inbounds Dean, gets it off in time, and that'll do it in the third. Islanders led by 8 at the break. They increased their lead to 12 at the end of 3.
Yeah, the Islanders are moving the basketball well.
Let's go to the SWAT tournament. Alabama A&M University of Arts of Heidelberg. We got a cup form tipping off in 26 minutes. Or at least the broadcast starting in 26 minutes. I don't know what's tipping off on. Okay, so let's go to Alabama A&M and Pine Bluff in the SWAC means the fourth and final SWAC score. And left and for Love Texas A&M Corpus Christi and Lamar is in the media. And let's go to Boston and Colgate at Colgate. Boston winning 2018 and Colgate home court.
Currently, not as bad as it was against Navy. 19 points at one juncture.
They got a couple of minutes left here. Chance to chip away at it, at least go in the locker room with some momentum. The problem is those shots have just not been falling.
Schiller misses. McMillan playing with a different intensity since she re-entered the lineup.
One of the things when we talked with Coach Anna Dunton, and I said, Tiaja McMillan's had a couple of her best games this season against Boston and against Caitlin Weimer. She gets a little bit of a chip on her shoulder when we play Boston, and it's resulted in good results for Tiaja McMillan. So far tonight, though, just been kind of slowed down. Only 2 for 4 from the field. Her defense has picked up, though.
Semenova for three. Golubieski may have gotten a hand on it. She has been a force defensively. Amara Strife will come in next that ball. We all know she can shoot the three, Jeff. Golubieski travels. Caught midair, not sure what to do with the basketball. Came down with it, which results in a travel.
Yeah, I was going to say, you said it already, Eric, but when I saw Strife at the table, I said, I know what Colgate would like to do over the next few minutes, and that's close the gap a bit. And with Strife coming onto the floor, they have that ability. 12 field goals this season, and 11 of them are three-pointers.
11 out of 25 from Tripletown. 1 out of 13 inside the arc, Jeff. Push her back, and she's more accurate.
Exactly.
That's her sweet spot beyond the arc. Giannaros, nice crossover. Runs into McMillan. Now the defensive mismatch, Weimer against Golubieski. Weimer scores and thought she was fouled. Very vocal Boston team, wanting a lot of calls.
Seen a lot of begging going on. Officials have not obliged, though. They have not blown their whistles much here tonight.
Tiaja McMillan tosses it to Brody. Brody accelerates, turnaround jumper, leaves it short. Gormley emerging from the pack. Majette trying to keep up with her. Pass long, Giannaros tracks it down, goes baseline, offensive foul. Separates the forearm from her body. Brody goes flying. And it's an offensive foul against the Terriers.
Yeah, well, Brody's shooting has been off so far tonight. 1 for 6 from the field, but one thing she can always do, and that's play some pesky defense and draw a foul, and she does so on that trip.
53.4 left to go in the second quarter, 23.4